Strategic expansion, inside China's plans for a command center 10 times larger than U.S. Pentagon. Date, January 31, 2025. Overview. China is constructing what is poised to become the world's largest military command center, significantly larger than the U.S. Pentagon. Located about 30 kilometers southwest of Beijing, this facility is expected to cover approximately 1,500 acres, raising concerns among Western intelligence agencies regarding China's military ambitions and preparedness for potential global conflicts, including nuclear warfare. Key developments. 1. Construction details. The facility, referred to by analysts as Beijing Military City, is designed to include fortified underground bunkers intended to protect Chinese military leaders, including President Xi Jinping, from missile strikes, particularly those from U.S. bunker buster weapons. Satellite imagery analyzed by U.S. intelligence indicates that construction began in mid-2024, with reports detailing over 100 cranes operational on site. The scale of the project suggests extensive underground facilities that could serve as a wartime command center. 2. Strategic intent. U.S. military officials believe that this development is part of China's broader military modernization agenda leading up to the centenary of the People's Liberation Army (PLA) in 2027. This modernization includes enhancements in nuclear capabilities and efforts to integrate different military branches into a cohesive force. Analysts assert that this command center could play a crucial role in China's military strategy, particularly concerning Taiwan, with indications that Xi Jinping has directed the PLA to be prepared for possible military action by 2027. 3. International reactions. The United States has responded with increased vigilance and scrutiny of the site. Former CIA analyst Dennis Wilder warned that the command center could signify a dangerous shift in China's military doctrine, emphasizing not just conventional force development but also advancements in nuclear warfare capabilities. The Chinese government has largely refrained from commenting on the details of the project. A spokesperson for the embassy in Washington expressed a lack of awareness about specific details while reiterating China's commitment to peaceful development. Analysis of information sources. Various sources confirm the project's scale, consistently noting that it is at least 10 times larger than the Pentagon. The potential usage of the facility as a command center for top military leaders is a common point across reports. The Daily Mail highlights the implications of this construction for global conflict, framing it in dramatic terms concerning preparations for World War III, while Al Mayadeen provides a more analytical perspective focused on the structural features and strategic implications without sensationalism. Some sources speculate on public perception within China regarding the project, while others maintain a focus on military strategy and U.S. intelligence analysis. Timeline of events. Mid-2024, major construction activities commence at the site. January 31, 2025, reports detailing the purpose and scale of the command center emerge, aligning with U.S. intelligence assessments regarding China's military capabilities. Summary. The construction of this military command center is indicative of China's ambition to significantly enhance its strategic military capabilities. As tensions escalate in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly with Taiwan, the implications of this facility are profound, potentially altering global military dynamics and necessitating close observation by international intelligence agencies. The project symbolizes a pivotal moment in China's military evolution, with the potential to reshape the security landscape in the region and beyond. Conclusion. As China moves forward with the construction of this unprecedented military command center, global powers must reconsider their strategic postures and defenses. The implications of such a facility could extend far beyond regional tensions, influencing global military strategies and international relations for years to come. The world watches closely as this development unfolds, understanding that the balance of power may be shifting in a significant way. 1. Scale and secrecy. The project is reported to be at least 10 times larger than the Pentagon, which is counterintuitive given that the Pentagon has long been considered the largest office building in the world. Such an immense scale raises questions about why China feels the need for such a large command center, especially considering its current military capabilities. 2. Nuclear preparedness. While many nations invest in military infrastructure, the specific emphasis on constructing a nuclear-proof command center suggests a heightened level of concern about nuclear warfare. This contrasts with China's official narrative of peaceful development, highlighting a potential discrepancy between stated intentions and actual military strategies. 3. Response to U.S. capabilities. The construction of this facility appears to be a direct response to U.S. military advancements, particularly the development of bunker-buster weapons. This is counterintuitive, as one might expect countries to focus on diplomatic solutions rather than escalating military preparations in response to perceived threats. For public perception, despite the government's narrative of peaceful development, there are indications that there is public speculation and concern about the true purpose of this facility among Chinese citizens. This contrasts with the typical portrayal of the populace as wholly supportive of government initiatives, suggesting a more complex internal dialogue. 5. Military modernization versus historical context. The timing of the command center's construction aligns with China's broader military modernization efforts leading up to the PLA's centenary in 2027. This juxtaposition raises questions about whether the focus on modernization is genuinely about defense or if it reflects aspirations for regional or global dominance, which challenges the conventional belief that modernization is purely a defensive measure. 6. Integration of military branches. The ongoing efforts to integrate the Army, Navy, and Air Force into a cohesive fighting force contradicts the historical perception of the PLA as a fragmented organization. This shift indicates a strategic evolution that may alter the balance of military power in the Asia-Pacific region, countering the assumption that traditional military hierarchies will remain static. 7. International monitoring and response. The intense scrutiny from U.S. intelligence agencies suggests a fear of an arms race, which is counterintuitive, as one might expect nations to seek de-escalation rather than escalation in response to each other's military developments. The U.S. response to China's military advancements tends to focus on deterrence rather than diplomatic engagement, which could perpetuate a cycle of military build-up. 8. Bunker as a symbol. The command center, designed to serve as a doomsday bunker, symbolizes a shift in military doctrine. The idea that these facilities are necessary for leaders' safety during wartime challenges the notion that modern warfare will be less about territorial conquest and more about strategic deterrence and survival. 9. Global conflict implications. The implications of this construction extend beyond China and the U.S., impacting global military dynamics. The preparation for potential conflict over Taiwan signifies that regional tensions are escalating, countering the perception of a stable international order. 10. Dual-purpose facilities. The mention of a new fusion research center alongside the command center construction raises concerns about dual-use technologies, which is counterintuitive as many countries emphasize peaceful scientific endeavors. This duality suggests that advancements in civilian technology may simultaneously bolster military capabilities, complicating the narrative surrounding peaceful technological development. These counterintuitive aspects highlight a complex interplay of military strategy, national security, and international relations that defies simplistic explanations. The report on China's plans for a military command center that is set to be 10 times larger than the Pentagon unveils several important aspects that many may overlook. These elements hold significant implications for global security dynamics and international relations. 1. Scale and secrecy of the project. The sheer size of the facility, 1,500 acres, or approximately 10 times the area of the Pentagon, is staggering. Such a scale suggests not just an upgrade of existing military infrastructure but a fundamental shift in China's military posture. The fact that this facility is seemingly designed as a fortified bunker for top military leadership, including President Xi Jinping, indicates an intention to safeguard leadership during potential conflicts, particularly in scenarios involving nuclear warfare. Significance: the scale implies a commitment to maintaining continuity of command and control during crises, which could embolden aggressive military posturing, especially concerning Taiwan and other regional disputes. The construction's secrecy, along with the removal of online references and restricted access to the site, raises concerns about transparency and intentions, which can lead to increased tensions and miscalculations among other nations. 2. Strategic timing and modernization efforts. The project aligns with China's military modernization initiatives leading up to the centenary of the People's Liberation Army (PLA) in 2027. U.S. intelligence suggests that this is not merely a construction project but part of a broader strategy to enhance military capabilities, particularly in terms of nuclear arsenal and integrated operations among different military branches. Significance: this timing is critical as it coincides with China's increasing assertiveness in the Asia-Pacific region, especially regarding Taiwan. By 2027, China's military may be in a position to exert significant pressure on Taiwan or other regional actors, fundamentally altering the security landscape in East Asia and possibly triggering a global response. 3. Implications for nuclear warfare capabilities. The establishment of a command center designed to withstand missile strikes, especially from bunker-buster weapons, reflects a shift in military doctrine that emphasizes preparedness for nuclear conflict. Analysts suggest that this facility could play a pivotal role in China's strategic planning for potential military engagements. Significance: the focus on nuclear capabilities is alarming for international security, as it indicates a potential willingness by China to engage in nuclear posturing or actual use of nuclear weapons in conflict scenarios. This could lead to a new arms race in the region, as neighboring countries and the U.S. may feel compelled to enhance their own military capabilities in response. 4. International intelligence monitoring and reactions. U.S. intelligence agencies are closely monitoring the construction, interpreting it as a dangerous shift in military doctrine indicative of China's intentions to bolster both conventional and nuclear capabilities. The varying tones of coverage, from sensationalist warnings of World War III to more analytical perspectives, reflect differing interpretations of the implications of this construction. Significance: the diverse narratives can influence public perception and policy responses in the U.S. and allied nations. A more alarmist interpretation could lead to heightened military readiness and potentially aggressive posturing, while a more analytical perspective may prompt diplomatic efforts to mitigate tensions. However, the lack of clarity on China's actual intentions complicates these efforts. 5. Domestic perception and propaganda. Within China, the project may be framed as a necessary measure for national defense and sovereignty, potentially bolstering domestic support for the government. However, there are hints of public speculation and concern regarding the true purpose of the facility, as evidenced by deleted social media posts questioning whether it is meant to function as a Chinese Pentagon. Significance: the domestic narrative surrounding this project can significantly affect national morale and support for the government. If perceived as a defensive measure against foreign threats, it may enhance Xi Jinping's legitimacy. Conversely, if citizens view it as an indication of aggressive military ambitions, it may lead to public dissent or unrest. 6. Long-term strategic implications. The development of such a substantial military facility signals a long-term strategic commitment by China to redefine its military capabilities and regional influence. This not only affects U.S.-China relations but also impacts the strategic calculations of countries in Asia and beyond. Significance: other nations may feel compelled to adjust their defense strategies, potentially leading to a shift in alliances and military partnerships. The emergence of new military dynamics could result in increased regional instability as nations re-evaluate their positions in response to China's expanding military capabilities. Conclusion: The construction of China's military command center, while reported as a significant development in military infrastructure, encapsulates broader themes of strategic intent, regional security dynamics, and international relations. The implications of this project stretch far beyond its physical dimensions, influencing not only military readiness but also diplomatic engagements and public perceptions, both domestically and internationally. As such, it warrants close observation and analysis from global leaders and intelligence agencies alike. 1. Scale and strategic importance of the command center. The planned military command center, often referred to as Beijing Military City, is set to be approximately 10 times larger than the Pentagon, covering 1,500 acres. This facility is designed to house fortified bunkers intended to protect Chinese military leadership, including President Xi Jinping, from potential missile strikes. The size and fortification underscore China's ambition to significantly enhance its military capabilities, particularly in the context of rising tensions with the U.S. and its strategic focus on Taiwan. The construction marks a pivotal shift in military preparedness, potentially allowing China to better coordinate and command its forces in the event of conflict. 2. Implications for global military dynamics. The construction of this command center is interpreted by Western intelligence agencies as a critical element of China's broader military modernization efforts, especially leading up to the centenary of the People's Liberation Army (PLA) in 2027. Analysts argue that this facility could play a central role in planning and executing military strategies, thereby altering the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region. The potential readiness for conflict, particularly regarding Taiwan, raises concerns about a shift in military doctrines that could lead to increased tensions and an arms race in the region. 3. U.S. intelligence and strategic reactions. The U.S. response to the construction of the command center has been one of heightened vigilance, with intelligence agencies closely monitoring developments. Officials interpret the scale and secrecy surrounding the project as indicative of a significant shift in China's military posture. Former CIA analyst Dennis Wilder warns that the facility reflects China's intent to not only build a world-class conventional force but also to develop advanced nuclear capabilities. This represents a concerning evolution in military strategy that could have profound implications for U.S.-China relations and global security. 4. Public perception and information control. The Chinese government's lack of transparency regarding the command center has led to speculation and concern both domestically and internationally. While the government emphasizes a commitment to peaceful development, the scale and nature of the facility suggest otherwise. The absence of public discourse about the project within China, coupled with reports of information being scrubbed from Chinese internet searches, highlights a strategy of information control that aims to manage public perception amidst rising military tensions. This dynamic raises questions about the internal and external narratives being constructed around China's military ambitions and the implications for societal stability and governance. 1. The Cold War command centers. During the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union constructed vast underground command centers designed to protect military leadership in the event of a nuclear war. One notable example is the Cheyenne Mountain Complex in Colorado, which served as a command and control center for the North American Aerospace Defense Command (NORAD). Similar to China's current construction, this facility was built to withstand a nuclear strike and was heavily fortified, showcasing the strategic importance of secure military operations during periods of heightened global tension. 2. The Pentagon. The Pentagon itself, completed in 1943, was designed as a robust military command center for the United States Department of Defense. Its massive scale and fortifications were reflective of the military's needs during World War II and the ensuing Cold War. The Pentagon has continually evolved to incorporate advanced technology and security measures, mirroring the strategic expansion seen in the current construction efforts by China. The comparisons between the size and capabilities of the Pentagon and the new Chinese command center highlight a significant shift in military infrastructure and strategic planning. 3. The German Führerbunker. The Führerbunker in Berlin, constructed during World War II, served as Adolf Hitler's underground command center. This complex was designed to protect high-ranking officials from aerial bombings and served as the site for critical military decision-making during the war, though its purpose differed from that of modern command centers. The concept of a fortified underground facility for military leadership during times of conflict echoes the intentions behind China's forthcoming military command center, underscoring the historical precedence of such strategic military installations. The construction of China's colossal military command center, dubbed Beijing Military City, represents a pivotal moment in global military dynamics. As this facility, set to be 10 times larger than the U.S. Pentagon, takes shape approximately 30 kilometers southwest of Beijing, its implications for future geopolitical landscapes are profound and multifaceted. Future military dynamics. 1. Increased military capability. The establishment of such an expansive command center suggests that China is not merely enhancing its military infrastructure but is fundamentally shifting towards a more aggressive military posture. By 2027, the People's Liberation Army (PLA) aims to be prepared for potential conflict, particularly concerning Taiwan. This center could serve as a critical node in coordinating advanced military operations, integrating capabilities across air, land, and sea forces, thus posing a more formidable challenge to U.S. military dominance in the region. 2. Nuclear strategy evolution. With reports indicating a significant expansion of China's nuclear arsenal, the command center likely plays a role in refining nuclear strategies. The protection of top military leaders during conflicts, including potential nuclear engagements, highlights a strategy that prioritizes survivability and command continuity. This shift could lead to an arms race in the Asia-Pacific region, as neighboring countries may feel compelled to bolster their own defenses in response to China's nuclear ambitions. 3. Global military alliances. As China strengthens its military capabilities, the geopolitical landscape may witness a reconfiguration of alliances. Countries in the Asia-Pacific, wary of China's intentions, could seek deeper military ties with the United States and other Western powers. Conversely, China may pursue partnerships with nations that share its strategic interests, potentially leading to a more polarized world order. Economic implications. 1. Defense spending surge. The financial commitment to constructing and maintaining such a vast military complex indicates a long-term prioritization of defense spending within China's budget. This could foster a domestic military-industrial complex capable of accelerating technological advancements in defense sectors, further enhancing China's military prowess. 2. Impact on global trade. Heightened military tensions in the Asia-Pacific could disrupt global trade routes, particularly those that pass through the South China Sea. Nations may reconsider their trade agreements and supply chain dependencies, leading to economic fragmentation and a shift towards self-sufficiency in critical industries. Technological advancements. 1. Innovation in military technology. The construction of this command center is likely coupled with investments in cutting-edge technologies, including artificial intelligence, cyber warfare capabilities, and advanced surveillance systems. This trend could push other nations to accelerate their technological development to keep pace, thus intensifying the global race for military innovation. 2. Cyber warfare preparedness. As military operations become increasingly digitized, the command center may emphasize cyber capabilities both in terms of offensive operations and defensive measures. The ability to conduct cyber warfare will be crucial in future conflicts, making it imperative for all nations involved to enhance their cybersecurity infrastructure. Social and political repercussions. 1. Internal Chinese dynamics. The construction of this facility may also shift domestic perceptions within China. Citizens might rally around national pride associated with military advancements, but they could also express concerns about the implications of increased military spending versus domestic needs such as healthcare and education. 2. Political tensions in the region. As China asserts its military capabilities, regional tensions are likely to escalate. countries like Japan, South Korea, and India may face increased pressures and challenges, potentially leading to a recalibration of their own military strategies and defense postures, including enhanced military readiness and regional cooperation. Summary: China's ambitious project to create the world's largest military command center signals a transformative phase in global military strategy. As this facility evolves, it will likely serve as a catalyst for heightened military readiness, advancements in nuclear capabilities, and shifts in international alliances. The implications for regional security, global trade, and technological innovation will be profound, necessitating vigilant responses from other nations. The trajectory of this development suggests a future marked by increased tensions and competition in an already complex geopolitical landscape.